Have you ever basically wanted to be able to put Snapchat filters on your game because you just don't like the way the developers decided to make it? Yeah, me neither. But apparently NVIDIA thinks that that's an important thing to you because they've released the DLSS 5 AI fucking tech, whatever the hell kind of GPU thing that they've got going on now, which essentially can put a filter on anybody in your game, which I definitely don't necessarily understand or think that we needed. But yeah, apparently this is something that they essentially thought we had a market for. It says here NVIDIA has released a DLSS 5 update. They just came out with this actual graphics card like a week or two ago. This is and they are claiming that this is the single biggest graphical breakthrough since the dawn of ray tracing in 2018. It doesn't seem like everybody feels that way though, because a lot of people are saying that it's kind of unnecessary and that it's kind of just a grab at, it's just kind of a way to get people's fucking money. And it's not really adding something that we actually fucking needed to the situation. You know what I mean? I think that they should work on how to make these things more affordable for everybody so everybody can actually have a graphics card, which obviously in the grand scheme of things is not looking like it's happening, especially with them adding completely nonsensical shit. It says here DLSS apparently stands for Deep Learning Super Sampling, which it means it's an AI-powered rendering tool that has been around since 2019. I guess they just haven't been using this kind of technology on anything. And it looks like it's even spurred Sony to use a comparable, which I didn't know this either, but apparently Sony has a similar tool to it that's actually based off of it called the PSSR tool that they use on the PlayStation 5. I don't know exactly what they use that for or like what the implementation there is, but apparently that's something that happens that I was not aware of. To kind of explain this technology to you, it says here as well, set to release in the fall, so it's not out yet. The DLSS 5 is described as an AI-powered breakthrough in visual fidelity for games. So what that essentially means is instead of just having your normal graphics card be doing stuff to the game, it's going to be like how whenever you see somebody on TikTok and they like turn or something and their face like clicks in and out and it shows that they're wearing a filter that kind of like smooths everything over in a really weird like foggy sort of way. That's what essentially this does. It also says here that in past iterations the AI technology has been used to enhance and even generate frames. It says it smooths out the overall image and also it's used normally to just smooth out the overall image quality of textures and stuff within a game or like somebody's skin in a game, but there, it looks like it's going to be doing a whole lot more whenever the graphics card actually comes out. They're going to have a whole lot more things that they use this technology for. It shows here that right here it says announcing NVIDIA's DLSS 5, an AI-powered breakthrough in visual fidelity for games coming this fall. DLSS 5 infuses pixels with photorealistic lighting and materials, bridging the gap between rendering and reality. Which, in my opinion, I don't necessarily think that realism in games is helping us out any. I like when games have their own individual art styles and it's not all just like borderline hyper realistic. I think that's kind of fucking mundane. And it becomes something that's so repeated with everything like Final Fantasy and Silent Hill and Resident Evil and like every other fucking game that uses this kind of graphical look to it. It makes all of these games look like they're made by the exact same person and like they're all in the same world, which I do not like. They're saying here that they're inventing computer graphics. It says here that they're reinventing computer graphics once again. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang said alongside the announcement of alongside the announcements of the DLSS 5 in the GPD movement, alongside the announcement, DLSS 5 is the GPD move, is the GPT, it says here DLSS is the GPT moment for graphics, and it's going to try to blend handcrafted rendering like normal graphics card shit with AI and using those kind of effects to, like it says, smooth out all the textures and enhance it even further to realism, which I still think is stupid. But it says, in effect, the software infuses pixels with photorealistic lighting and materials, essentially as early footage shows. It applies some kind of AI filter that's designed to enhance visuals. It is basically just to apply to characters for the most part. It's not necessarily for like atmospheric stuff or anything like that. It's specifically for character models. And that's why it reminds me so much of like old ladies that don't want to show their wrinkles who put that shit on their face on TikTok and all this other crap that you see on the internet nowadays. And it's basically coming into video games, which I think it makes them look very uncanny, to be honest with you. And they show some examples with Resident Evil Requiem, Hogwarts Legacy, Starfield, EA Sport games. We're gonna go ahead and check out this video and see what all this shit looks like. Hold on. So this is with it off. Look at that shit. It's just like turns her into a even more realistic person. They already look very realistic. Oh, see, I don't think that's necessary. What the fuck? I honestly don't like it because it kind of makes their faces look really funny. See, this is what I'm saying though. Every single one of these games has the exact same model and the way that they look. Every single one of these games looks almost the exact same. It's kind of annoying to be honest with you. I wish the graphics would change and that people would start having more like individual and personalized graphics per company and per franchise for video games. It's not supposed to be all the exact same shit. It's kind of weird. Oh, what the hell, dude? It really does make them look super realistic. That's pretty nuts, but there's something strange about the way that it ends up making the faces look, honestly. Like, whenever they're actually moving around and shit, I feel like it doesn't exactly stick the way it's supposed to, and it just kind of looks funny to me, but this shit is definitely pissing everybody off. I think it's rightfully so as well. I think that they should be trying to make things actually affordable for people and not focusing on such stupid ass shit. I just don't think that this stuff is that necessary or that important, but let me know what you guys think about all this shit with the DLSS 5 shit sparking down below. It's kind of fucking redundant at this point, but AI is integrating into every single nook and cranny of our lives until we're going to be talking to our fucking toasters. But yeah, leave me comments. Let me know what you think. I'm going to let you guys go, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.